Alright, so it's on now.
Okay. Welcome to the Galaxy Brain Podcast, episode 9. And today, as pretty much always, we have a guest with us. So introduce yourself, tell us what you do.
Hi, my name's Hidemaru. Uh, I don't know. I make some terrible arts and offensive doodles, and that's about it, pretty much, I guess. Oh, and if you can tell it already, I came from the land of anime, aka Japan. So please forgive this atrocious accent.
We deal with Avion all the time, so it's fine.
Oh, fuck you.
Thank you. So, what are we doing tonight?
Today, I think a lot has happened in the past week, so kind of tried to write down whatever news would happen.
Let's see.
Before for this podcast, I talked with Vion on what to do, because like you might not be familiar with these topics, but since there's so much and a lot has happened in the past week, I think I just blow through them and then we can move on to something else.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So, one of the weirder things that happened was looks like HBO Max announced Zack Snyder Justice League movie coming to their streaming service in 2021.
Oh, the Snyder
probably
Cut.
That's one of the more bizarre things that happened over the past week, and I feel like I have to mention it. It's been years and years of like fans campaigning for the movie. It's supposedly true form to be released, and now they decided, fuck it, let's just give them what they want. But only like a third of a movie existed, so they have to basically from scratch. So complete Snyder cut never existed.
Well, at least they got what they wanted, I guess. But I don't really know how this movement like came to be. I mean, I call this a movement.
It's kind of a shit show, but hopefully after all of this is over, it will have been worth it in some way. Like people won't be complaining anymore, or maybe the harassment campaign is done. Hopefully, like time will tell.
Yeah.
Well, maybe at least they can say, "Well, you wanted it, we delivered it."
Hopefully.
Yeah, because some fans can be really, really, really incessant about such things.
Yeah, I guess for this one, Zack Snyder is in the director's seat, so I think if they don't succeed at this one, they can't really try again. So let's see. Other than that, we've got I think within the past week there was a trailer for Lego's new series, The Monkey Kid, which was really well animated, and people went insane over how well animated it was.
Went apeshit over it. Make puns.
Yeah. Oh, it looks really good. It doesn't even look like it's a Lego series. It's like really fluid colors, and it's got personality. I think the voice actor of Sokka from Avatar voices the main character. I think that's pretty cool. But other than that, I think that's all we know about the series, other than it being like a Journey to the West sort of thing.
Lego with personality. So basically, the Minecraft then.
Yeah.
Fucking Minecraft. Why is Minecraft here?
Yeah, and another significant return was that Hideki Kamiya announced that Bayonetta 3 is still coming. Anyone who's, I believe he said that anyone who's concerned about it being released should just stop worrying because they're working their asses off on it. So it's good news. Haven't gotten the trailers since like 2017 though, so let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, DeviantArt has switched to Eclipse permanently.
And everybody hates it. Spoiler
Yeah, it's
alert.
pretty awful.
Did? They did?
That happened.
God.
That happened a few days ago.
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean, it was supposed to be permanent, but like right now they carried it over, and yeah.
Oh God. Lord help us.
Pretty much, the eclipse has come.
Jesus, I hate that layout.
Yeah,
Just why?
it's not just the layout, to be honest, because like they also limit some functions and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like they added the like feature, I guess, which is not necessary
Cool.
in DeviantArt.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay.
Hello.
I don't know what happened. My mic fucked up for a bit, but yeah. So
Yeah.
I think it was my audio too, because like I couldn't hear anything. I don't know if I had any audio output either, but
Oh, you
Well,
didn't. We
either
couldn't
way.
hear you at all.
The whole point is that Eclipse sucks.
Pretty much.
That's about it.
I think all they really needed was like, I don't know, I just get a better interface that's not dated, but they decided to go with like the more social media route where everything just looks intuitive for like someone who's never used technology before or something. But it's kind of shitty to like people who have used the site for years. And they got like just generally downgraded features. So everything's just a little bit worse.
Yeah, I mean, there are always like other sites, I guess, but I don't know.
Yeah.
DeviantArt had like this cool feature with groups, which not many sites have, I guess. Not many social media, anyway.
Yeah. I mean, there's I guess there's Newgrounds and there's Pixiv and other stuff. But I think that's all my ideas for other possible art sites. And there's ArtStation. I don't know. DeviantArt is easily the most popular though, so I don't know. And then in more personal news, Todd McFarlane is trying to release Spawn issue 307 through the pandemic and trying to open up comic shops again to actually help comic shops survive the economic collapse, I guess, we're experiencing. Hopefully that works out. What else? I think that's just about everything. I guess I never covered the new UFO footage that we got.
Oh, we did.
What?
Yeah, it's just it's not really a big deal. It's just unidentified flying objects. In the most literal sense, people think they're aliens, even though we don't know that for sure. Just don't know what they are.
It could be a ballistic missile for all we know, or something. Who knows?
Yeah, it could be. And I think that's everything. That's basically all the news I wanted to blow through.
I kind of had some news of my own, though. It's like...
Yeah?
Yeah, like, you know the Keemstar stuff going on right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I just checked, like, Brody's Twitter. I checked it before I checked it now, and, like, wow, he's just going all out on him.
Yeah, I think that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
I feel like, you know, Brody is he's the Yo Mama guy. So I mean, like, I feel like if he took it less seriously, there's no way he could, you know, be seen as losing. I think it's just kind of funny that like the fucking Yo Mama dude is clowning on these guys, but I don't know. I think he's taking it a bit too personally, maybe, or a bit more seriously than it deserves.
on one hand, he kind of is, but on the other, he's kicking their asses, not gonna lie. Like, you just fucking look at his tweets and, oh, Jesus Christ, he's just owning them, not gonna lie.
Like the people, yeah, there are people that are trying to reply to him to make fun of him and stuff, but like, I think they're doing, I think the fact that they're replying to fucking Brody Fox, of all people, that shows that, like, no, they're kind of making fun of themselves by even involving themselves in that.
Yeah, I mean, he's a cool dude, but he's making yo mama jokes and basically, I don't know, you're kind of owning yourself if you just... He even says it himself, like, how low do you have to go to be owned by a dude who makes yo mama jokes? Just...
So I don't know, is like his voice actually sounds like Joe Swanson? Is that like his actual normal voice? I don't even... Seen like some normal footage of him, but I don't remember.
I don't know, really.
Like, he sounds like Joe Swanson from Family Guy.
Oh god. Oh, talking about Joe Swanson, I know you drew something, Hidemaru.
Oh?
Yeah, I kinda, sorta.
Yeah,
Is it good?
Hey,
it's pretty good.
no, it's just meme doodle. just forget it.
Nah, I mean, you can post
I mean,
it and you can, like, show it on that video if you want.
Yeah.
It's genius.
Drawings are like the best drawings.
What? Okay, we're just gonna wait a little.
My name is.
To find it.
Hold on, I think you're talking about that doodle, right?
Yeah, I think you even sent it in my memes channel, so, like...
Yeah, I posted on this memes channel.
You can just scroll up a little bit and you'll see some shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just
Yeah,
hey, Cheeto.
it's fucking...
Kree from Death Stranding also. Look at that one too.
Oh, Jesus, yes, this one.
Good game.
Well played. Yeah. I mean, I kind of
I get.
perfectly
I
imitated
guess
the
since
style.
yeah. I guess since we're talking about like cartoons and stuff, there is one thing I forgot to mention. Is like that new SpongeBob spinoff that's basically just SpongeBob babies. It decided to be a true American and research SpongeBob, see how many continuity errors are in that show based off of the one, like, promotional art that we have. Like, I looked into it. Basically, does not make sense for any character be there except for like SpongeBob and Patrick. They've got like SpongeBob as a baby, Patrick as a baby, and like fucking Andy, and then Mr. Krabs, and then Squidward, and then Gary and Plankton at the same time. Like Squidward, Mr. Krabs, Plankton are all said to be old, but they're like twice SpongeBob's age.
Just one thing,
And then,
because you are talking about
and
like
then
some...
SpongeBob
like...
adopted Gary when he was an adult, so also impossible. Family Guy just nonstop has like these same continuity errors. That's kind of the thing, though. Like comedy shows, when they go on for so long, start to have inconsistencies that they just can't avoid. I don't even why. It just happens like
Well,
every single time.
I I think I think that they just don't care.
Uh,
You know.
probably.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we
when a
we
show like goes
we
on
think
for
like
so long,
mm, we just think, well, it's just Family Guy, and the creators probably think same too. Well, it's just Family Guy.
Yeah, probably. At this
We're
point,
on
they
the same
just
boat.
I think they just use at least in the case of Family Guy, they just use it for as like a means to tell jokes. I
Yeah.
don't think that was the case with SpongeBob, which is why I think a lot of people, myself included, are kind of fixated on that.
hmm
Wait, did you have any other news, Avion?
hmm, I'm thinking about them because I'm trying to I think I had something on my mind, but I'm just thinking maybe I'll get to that later when I remember. Hmm. Can okay, I don't remember at the moment.
I see.
Something. Been watching a lot of Bird recently.
Oh yeah,
To give some context, this is what Bird looks like, spelt with an E.
Okay.
yeah.
I gave Avion the suggestion to make like a bunch of similar shorts to what Bird does. Basically, on his channel, he just makes a lot of like videos that are like usually less than a minute long. They're just absurdist humor,
Or memes.
short little clips where, yeah, pretty much. It's a meme channel, and I thought that like Yoka and Sienta might that sort of vibe.
I mean, I
Short and
was.
easy to make. I thought the series would be perfect for these bite-sized clips.
Hmm. Honestly, I think so too. But I need to find out what kind of software I should use for animation because it's kind of I don't want to use. I don't want to make GIFs and then just stick together a bunch of different drawings and somehow animate them like this. It's not convenient. Also, yeah.
I mean, like the thing with Bird is that like his animation, I don't even think can be called animation, and it's always like less than 12 frames per second at all times.
Yeah.
I think that's why it would help to do.
hmm
It's a brilliant channel. I think you should you could even
Yeah.
watch a video or two right now and tell us what you think, I guess. Maybe.
It's as easy
The
as
channel
taking
grew really
candy.
fast too. It's at like over 1 million subs right now. And like if you go back just like a few years, we'll see the videos where he had like 5,000 subs and then got to like 100K. I don't even know how it grew so fast, but it did.
Jesus, he uploads so fast.
I
Bird.
even made a video about how like it's like basically regular for him to not upload in a week. He uploads like every other day.
Hmm. This video has no birds.
Yeah, I mean, kind of.
It it really does. What?
It's. Well, I actually didn't watch this video. Has no birds. Let me do it in a second, maybe, because I'm recording and it also records the input in my computer. So if I watch it now, it's gonna screw up the podcast.
I see. Uh, hmm. Yeah, I feel my sanity is degrading watching this channel. Wow,
That's
Yeah,
the idea.
this is amazing.
and it's
Yeah.
and you just said it after like watching, I don't know, a 30-second clip. This is like a insane, I guess. Insanely quick degradation of mental wellness.
Wow. Like,
I think I love the most when he like coughs because that just fucking kills me every time.
It's as easy as taking candy from a baby.
Just fucking every time a bird dies, he like makes this very distinct cough and it just fucking gets me every time. I don't know why.
Like his duel series the best.
Yeah.
I'll send that one.
Oh yeah.
It'll be in the description too.
This is like this fucking video is now a reaction video. We all got any video and no, it's he actually like put it in a list because I was struggling to watch every single episode of this.
I don't know why, but like this is not this is the playlist that Bird made for it, but it's not. It doesn't even show up when you search it on YouTube. So his channel for this playlist.
I don't understand because it's like the best series he's got. I think just
why does this dual video have much more episodes? What? Wow. I'm losing my shit.
I don't really understand why he made so many of duels, but I guess that's only good on him.
Retroactively gave it a storyline too.
Yeah, King Gunman and Swordman. Man,
and brother man.
yeah, don't spoil shit, okay? I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean it's really I don't know if you can binge watch this, but it's certainly it kind of attracts me because of how short each clip is.
Mm-hmm.
I think that can be kind of hard to watch consecutively because there is a playlist, but then like I don't know, I think I discovered the channel by watching these out of order. The playlist is in order, and I have to skip over ones I've already watched. Yeah, there's like 189 of these or something.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, that's
Wow,
good. That's a good
they even
channel.
have
And
much.
it's
Wow.
like kind of an animation style that I guess I could be going for if I ever tried to like do this animation, I guess. But it's
Mhm.
Yeah, he's making money off of Patreon, so
yeah.
I mean, since his subscribers are in the millions at that point, I think he could just make a living off of these silly animations.
I think he already does because he
Yeah.
takes people's ideas. I mean, people pay him so that he can get their ideas there.
It's like YouTube's adpocalypse is basically over. I think it's kind of wild how YouTube content creation is probably one of the easiest jobs you can get, provided you're popular enough. Which, like, you never know, can happen in just a few years, just like it did for Bird.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing. Same for K-Mac. He just got popular one day somehow, and he says it was just luck. I mean, he made actual
Then,
good content, but you need luck for this.
like, I think Cosmonaut Variety Hour, which I watch sometimes, I think Marcus said that like content creation for him is like the easiest job. He could stop working for an entire month and he would still be fine. Like he really does make a living off of just YouTube ads.
Hmm.
It's really good living too. have, because you basically don't need to do anything. Maybe release a video every now and then.
Maybe
Yeah,
I
no.
can make some money out of my I don't know.
I don't know. I think your skills, like in drawing, are like good enough to like you being able to get commissioned, I guess. But
Mm-hmm. Nah, I'm not that good. But hey,
I mean, I personally think you're better than me. But
thank
Like,
you.
I feel like so many online artists are on this level where can consistently make good pictures within like an hour or a few hours, which is already a good place to be at. Is like I've been reading a lot of American comics, and I can say not all of them look very good. These are professionals who get paid to draw and ink and sell their comics.
I remember when like there was this trend where you just gave people huge fucking muscles, and they were not very anatomically correct.
Yeah. Hang on. There is one image that sort of I feel like Vion's probably referring to the specific one, but I'm gonna get
Yes,
up and send it.
yes, I am.
None.
And when you send it, I'm gonna say yes. I was referring to this image.
This is Rob Liefeld's Captain America.
Oh yeah, this image. Yeah, this one. You see what's wrong here, right?
Extra thick.
He's like way too thick to even live, I think.
Thick.
Yeah.
Also, notice how the file image's name is Rob Liefeld's horrible art style.png.
Okay, I'm gonna just open it in the browser so. Oh yeah. Wow, this is such a low res image.
Yeah,
Jesus
it's been
Christ, this
posted
hot.
everywhere, so guess maybe Rob Liefeld partially just got lucky. That's why he's a professional and he still gets work. Except during the 2010s, if you would go on Wikipedia and look at his work during the 2010s, pretty rough for him. Just had nonstop cancellations and wrapped series, and I think critics hated like every single series he worked on.
That's unfortunate. I wonder why.
And then there's also what's his name? Greg Land. Greg Land. He's an artist as well, and I think he works really quickly. The reason why Greg Land is reason why he is famous or infamous is because he traces all the time. He still gets work in the comic industry all the time. People also have noticed that like he specifically traces from porn. And it's very distracting because like all of his women are doing like cock-shocked faces.
Oh god. I mean, it's kind of impressive how you can see that when he like shows it. I don't know. It's like, hmm. You know, what I think about tracing is that it's pretty useful to like get yourself some understanding of how drawing works in general. Because when you like just trace somebody's drawing, you just mimic their hand movements, or sort of lines. You get it? Oh, oh.
Oh, gee, Jesus, I see it.
Yeah, this looks like porn. I mean, it's not porn, but it's also clearly porn. Like uh, the bottom one just looks like she's taking a facial, I guess.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
believe
seriously.
his tracing started in like the 90s. Specifically traced another comic cover, so I mean it was kind of egregious, especially since he was working in like indie comics at the time, so basically stole from like another indie creator.
Oh man. On the other hand, these look kind of good, to be honest.
I mean, I guess, but it's like
bad.
it's like an American style that I'm not really fond of because like I guess some comics like to have this photorealistic style, which
Yeah,
I think has been overused and sometimes just looks ugly.
like this. Like this. Quasi-realism.
Yeah. Sometimes it can make some comics feel more exciting, I guess, or feel more cinematic. Like I was reading the Ultimates, for example. Uh, every time I talk about the Ultimates, I'm the only one who knows what I'm talking about. But basically, it's supposed to feel like a movie and a comic book, and it kind of does.
Did you want to talk about something actually?
Me?
Yeah, like you.
I don't know. I'm not really good at it. Good at having conversation out of nowhere, and yeah, my English is not that good.
Yeah, it's okay, I guess.
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. What do I have to say? Let's see. Oh, you know, how's how's this whole Corona thing treating you?
Oh. Mm,
Like,
well,
how's life over there?
for me, not much has changed because I'm gonna make a very original joke. I'm an introvert and I always stay at home, so I don't really do much outside. But I guess what irritates me is like wearing masks mostly because it's like harder to breathe in them.
Yeah, yeah, I get you.
hmm It's like I don't
Me,
know.
uh, me, I guess some things have changed, but my state already peaked, I think, in its number of people that have been infected. So hopefully things are going to be slowly getting back to normal.
How about you?
Yeah, it's slowly recovering from the yeah, that whole disaster. Well, actually, we like we were past like a month. We were in this, how do you what's the word for it? Like
Yeah.
emergency state in you know the whole country was in the emergency state, but the recently it uh, in some areas it ended.
Oh,
My
the quarantine, you
my
mean?
area is no, like it's not necessarily strict quarantine state, but you know, but just emergency state. Well, the coronavirus is going out, so everyone watch out. Uh, stay, stay home as much as you can. Uh, avoid the crowded space, that sort of thing.
Oh. Mm,
Yeah, we never have that strict, yeah, really strict quarantine phase.
Guess technically no country really has had like, your traditional quarantine because like an actual quarantine would be like there's a lockdown in a certain area, they set up a camp and then people are not allowed to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think any developed nation has had something like that yet. Just they just call the current state of affairs of like shutdowns and staying home just quarantine, I guess.
I see. Well, I come to think of it, that probably that's exactly my country is doing. Like past uh, one to 1 to 2 months, I guess. It started like mid-April. I recall. Yeah, but yeah, it's slowly recovering in even in summer areas. Like just like I just said, the emergency state is ended. My area have not yet, but hopefully eventually.
How does
Yeah,
this
but
influence like the economy of your country, I guess?
mm, mm, I, mm, it it differs. Differs like I don't know. Some businesses are just doing fine, but the you know in the like luxurious areas like entertainments that 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 got affected severely,
Oh,
really.
yeah, because of
Like
cinemas and stuff.
the yeah. Like
Or I
some
think U.S. I think like the higher middle class is probably gonna just get like
uh-huh.
destroyed because of this. So
Yeah.
it's not fun. Yeah, and I guess the death of cinema might happen too because
Yeah.
yeah, people have realized that streaming can actually get as much success as a successful box office opening
Mhm.
for less cost.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it at home. That's one advantage. Yes. There are no people throwing popcorn at you. What else? I don't know. You can be a nerd in your own like room, just yelling at the screen. Please don't kiss the high school girl and other stuff. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of advantages to like streaming over like just going to the cinema. But I think like that in the cinema, whenever I go to the cinema, it's still kind of fun. I mean, not the part where you like see strangers because I don't care about them. More like it's pretty good audio there, I guess. Very immersive, and you're in front of a big ass screen. You can see everything.
It's all about the experience. Like actually like I don't know, planning to go to the theater and plan about what do you do after that? That sort of thing.
Yeah, I guess. I guess another advantage that streaming has over like cinema is that you don't have to schedule anything. You just watch it whenever you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, it's really convenient, I gotta
Mhm.
say.
Granted, I don't really use streaming services because I don't have any money. But, you know,
Yeah.
It's always piracy.
this,
We
that's
don't talk about it.
illegal. And we can't talk about illegal stuff here. You know, there's this place, like, in my basement that I like to call the black market because there's a lot of organs there. And I like to sell them to random people off the streets. Makes me think they really appreciate that in their cuisine.
Oh,
And that's
darn.
not illegal.
You just reminded me of a funny video.
Oh god.
Was
Mhm.
it was basically on YouTube. They uploaded the entire Akira movie, but
Uh-huh.
it was disguised as a slime tutorial. Now
Oh,
it's yeah, it
this
got
one.
taken down though. Just looked it
What?
up, and now I'm kind of disappointed.
Oh yeah, basically the joke was that the whole fucking movie was uploaded, but everybody pretended that it was like a video about slimes and stuff. And everybody in the comment just said, uh, Oh yeah, thank you. Now my slime training skills have increased drastically upon watching this video. Thank you. But
Basically,
Yeah.
basically they were fooling the YouTube algorithm that it was a slime tutorial and not copyrighted material.
and it worked for some time.
Mm, that's smart, kinda.
Yeah, that's smart and a good joke. I mean, I guess that the guy who uploaded this anticipated that it would be taken down, but just wanted to see how long it would go, and it went for pretty long.
Went for like an entire month.
Wow,
Sure exactly when it got taken down though.
Me neither.
amazing.
Hmm.
Yes, this is the big brain move.
Yeah. Somebody needs to do that again for like every single movie in existence so we can get our free movies, just pirate them. Oh boy.
I think I sort of did that for a second My Hero Academia movie. I just downloaded it. Didn't even watch the first one. I just downloaded it because it was free and on YouTube. Legally, but it was there.
They're going to hunt you. I mean,
Yeah, call the
Fortunately,
police.
fortunately it had like this giant background on it, and it has like this Sword Art Online filter with like Asuna, so I can't get that away. Also, the video quality is bad.
Mhm.
I mean, what do you
I mean,
expect?
it's a free movie, so I'm taking it.
Talking about free movies, have you seen like the first trailer episode of Killer Bean? Killer Bean Forever? That's what it was called.
Uh,
I didn't get to see that yet. No.
yeah, I haven't either.
You probably should because Killer Bean is like genuinely awesome, even though it's like treated as a meme movie. But
It's freaking beans.
yeah,
But God, God, the action scenes are awesome. What the fuck is that?
see,
Yeah, that
Killer.
reminds me.
Yeah.
The line is free. It's been
Oh,
for its 10-year anniversary. Redline is completely free on YouTube still. I think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
really cool. So you
Mhm.
can watch that for free right now.
It's a full
Movie.
movie. Like it takes an hour to get through it, so like I don't think you could do this on the podcast. you know.
Yeah, pretty much. It's also ad free. So there's that too.
Hmm.
And it's Japanese, so like
It's ad free as long as you don't pause it. But if you have ad block, I think it just stops it anyway.
I see.
well, I mean I do have this special combination of various tools that lets me bypass most ad block unfriendly sites, so
Hmm.
anything is possible, I guess.
You've talked about how good your setup is before, but you said most. Does that mean doesn't work for every site?
It doesn't work for every site, yes. Some are just smarter. Some detect, like, not only just your ad block, but also the other thing that's supporting it. And, like, yeah. Basically, it works for most sites, but I have seen, like, a few that did not let me just enter or
Mhm.
straight up detected that I'm doing something weird.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, the
The
I think I will have to tinker about a little bit so that I get a better setup. But I mean, this one is very good still.
Mhm. Wow. They're evolving. They're sentient now. They're gonna get you.
Yeah, that's the problem. But I kind of liked back when like adblock was not like actively protected against. I mean, when the websites like didn't even bother with blocking adblock. It was like a
Mhm.
good time. You could just not have a laggy experience or something. I mostly don't like ads because like I know that they don't take up that much like memory and stuff, but
Hmm.
I I I don't really like to be slowed down by them anyway, and they are annoying, so I usually just
Yeah,
block them.
yeah.
Like I
I
get
mean,
that
I
people
think
need
it's
their money, but you know.
like sort of there's 1,000 ways to slice a grape. That's a saying, but because there's so many ways to prevent ads. They can't protect against everything, like ever. Also, kind of why there's never going to be like an unhackable computer. Same sort of
Mhm.
thing. You can't have your anti-everything shield.
Mhm.
So, I mean, there's always going to be better ad blocks and better anti-ad blocks, I guess.
Yeah, they're gonna be anti ad blocks soon.
Yeah. The vicious cycle continues.
Yeah. But well, I mean, here's hoping people invent more stuff like this, like ad block stuff, because you know, I just kind of don't like to look at ads, and a lot of people also don't.
Yeah.
That's why they use ad blocks, and you can't really stop them from doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like
kind of a
even
dark truth because
even
like
like even though the websites like go like, please, we need this money, people don't fucking care, and you know,
Yeah.
I mean, they probably will turn off ads on the website if like they really really care, but that's just a few people. And another thing is that usually when you go like on a porn site, there's a lot of annoying ads, very annoying, and when you do that, you obviously don't want your experience to be interrupted, and so you just kind of turn off the fucking ads. And
the concerning thing about ads is that, like don't work their intended purpose ever. Like
Hmm.
if you have a small ad campaign, basically just throwing money away because people are very very unlikely ever purchase a product that they see in an ad.
Hmm.
So I think that's just a quirk of modern advertisement. So you need a big ad campaign and you need a lot of money to have effective advertisement.
yeah,
That's why when there are good indie ideas, smaller creators, they usually survive off of good idea itself rather than advertisement. But
Yeah.
and it doesn't hurt to advertise, but
the more
just
effective
often does not work out.
advertisement the more effective advertisement is when like people tell each other about the product rather than you telling them about the product. 'Cause they're gonna believe each other more than you, not gonna lie. Like this is what
Yeah,
I was kind of trying to go for when like I was making my comic, though. I mean, I am not actively advertising. I'm more so just gathering a lot of people. I'm an evil genius,
Hmm.
and
yeah.
like
Word of mouth is basically the most primitive form of advertisement, but
it is
it's
the
never
best.
become it's never been
Yeah.
obsolete. Exactly.
Yep.
It's like how it's like how would it not work? Because people trust each other when they are friends.
Yeah.
I mean,
See,
people need to talk to people.
yeah, and they're
They're a
gonna
social
talk about
animal.
your product. Like some white girl from an advertisement always goes like, "Hey, check out this product, my white girlfriend," and the other white girl goes, "Wow, thank you, my white girlfriend. I will surely use this product and even get a discount, 50% off for the next purchase." Yeah, that's basically how it goes in ads, and like. I find it kind of funny because this is like very unrealistic way to talk about the product. Like they go, I know what the advertisers are going for, but it just doesn't work exactly. It
Hmm.
just sounds very unnatural. But basically, this is what this is what like the advertisers should like try to achieve to get people to talk about the product, right, rather than them talking about the product itself.
Hmm.
So like basically the greatest solution to this problem is to just have a good product and tell a few of your friends about it, and they're gonna tell other people because it's superior to other things in the market, and there you go, we'll start fueling economy. Congratulations, you have cracked that secret of life.
Yeah, I think the future of like ads and stuff are kind of concerning, because like ads are how websites do make the majority of their money. If companies start to learn that ads are ineffective, they'll stop advertising for like a lot of websites.
And capitalism
And
will fall
that's
apart, finally.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Other thing is that news websites often get their clicks from robots that convince advertisers that there's a lot of traffic on their website, a lot of people are coming. But
Yeah.
I mean, if they know that advertising is ineffective, and they know that bot clicks are how high traffic comes to even like the first of news sources, then eventually they will learn that advertising on these sites is kind of useless.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe things are going to start unraveling soon and we'll have to have like a new level of advertisement. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see.
Mind control.
Mind
Yeah.
control, that's the next step.
Directly into your brain.
Yeah.
Every time you close your eyes, you get an ad.
Oh god, no, please, no. That sounds so
Duh.
terrifying.
You get a
Just
premium
like
membership, though, you can skip them.
No.
just like the bit from the the Futurama. Like it had like a dream of the advertisement.
Oh.
That-
You know, this sounds scary in concept because it's not just rewiring people to like shit that you make. It's
Yeah.
like you're getting into their minds about this. You're just fucking attacking them from the inside. It's like the voices are telling me to buy this product and get a 50% discount.
Oh no. Oh god.
Maybe that's what
Now
happens
that's
to the
scary.
actors in the commercials. They're just injected with a chip that forces them to say all the dialogue to their friends.
Oh no. I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, poor bastards.
I wonder if advertisement was like very effective before. Honestly,
Hmm.
like back then when, like I don't know, when baby boomers were born, I guess, or in their 20s maybe, and there were these like very sketchy advertisements, much sketchier than they are today. Because today they can't say shit, to be honest. I don't know how it was before, but now ads are pretty much like they're really trying to convince you to buy their stuff, but at the same time they can't say much, and they're using the exact same tricks in the book that other people are using, and there's nothing new they can do basically.
Now that I think now that they've become a part of life, a lot of people, avoiding them is also becoming a part of life. There's all kinds of sports that have either jerseys or entire vehicles or suits, like in the case of racing, where logos are just everywhere.
Yeah.
Companies fund parts of like racers, and they provide different things, but it's a deal that they have to have their logos on them,
I mean,
on their
okay,
vehicles.
it looks ridiculous as fuck, but I mean, nobody cares, I guess.
Probably the first guy to ever do that looked like a total clown, and people kept laughing at him until they realized that all of that, like Kellogg's money he's getting or whatever, is making his car really, really good. Shit, we need some of that.
Pretty much. Can get a logo tattoo on my like skull, and people are gonna view it like 200 years later when I die, and uh, dig me out of the coffin, and they're gonna see on the skull the logo. And just forwarded its advertisement. This is like the best. You tell the people who discovered your existence to buy that product, even when the producer is probably not around anymore and the company has gone bankrupt. Yeah, amazing.
Just dig up the next grave, and you'll find a free sample.
Hmm. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, this would work like a time capsule, actually. It would be great, to be honest. I mean, that would basically make you a giant sellout in the eyes of those people, but you know.
like, like, like that whole "I'm not gay, but $20 is $20" thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know, but if you enjoy it, it's probably even better.
Yeah.
You just can get $20 every single time. And you'll never get tired, and those people that will be giving you your money will eventually run out of it, and you'll be a millionaire. Wait, okay, let me do a quick calculation, okay? So like, you get $20 each time you get fucked, and you have to get a million. Okay, 1 million divided by 20. So you have to get fucked 50,000 times. Okay. Okay, that's
Seems
that.
reasonable.
Yes, it does. The wonders of calculation.
I think that would be better than the world record, though. It is a world record for like this woman who had like the most amount of recorded sex with men, had the most number of partners. I don't even know how she did it within 24 hours. It was like 200 men, I think. I don't know.
Jesus
But
Christ.
hope she kept track of like if any of them were infected or old all of them were. Hopefully legal.
Right. I think we would have to assume that this man could come in 5 minutes. And like she was double penetrated. So let me do a quick calculation.
Let's see. Okay, so it would be about 137 people per day. I mean, that's basically world record level. If you
Yeah,
ever miss a day, then you're gonna have to do double, be more.
double. I mean,
Wow.
double, double. You mean? Yeah, DP double, like fucking. Why are we talking about sex? God damn it! I do
That's
this
what this
every time.
podcast is
Yeah.
for, isn't it?
I
Here for the
think.
galaxy brain things.
I mean, I think that sex talk is just foreplay for the real galaxy brain things.
Mhm.
Perhaps.
Buttons.
I think see, it's been about an hour, so if
Yeah.
we want to
Actually, I
advertise
was
and wrap it up,
planning.
we can look good.
Yeah. Do you want to like advertise something?
Have any art
Mm,
pages?
Yeah.
well, let's see. What's my URL? Oh yeah, visit my social SNS pages like DeviantArt, Tumblr, Twitter. I do use Pixiv as well.
You can just link them and we'll
And
just put them in the video.
We'll put it in the description.
Yeah.
yeah, check out the check out the links. Check out the links in the description below, and you get I don't know like free free giveaways maybe.
Be. And also, Avion's comic will be in the description as well, as always. I think to advertise myself, I'll put Galactus versus Unicron in the description again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, other than that, I think that wraps it up.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh,
Oh, sorry, I left for a moment.
okay.
No, I mean I asked what's going on.
What?
I just left a moment ago, and I am
Okay.
back.
It's basically okay. Basically, we were
Just sell yourself out.
basically we were just calling it good. I was just saying that your comic will be in the description, and then Galactus versus Unicron will be in the description. So about it.
Oh yeah.
We'll say goodbye.
So yeah, goodbye. We can all disconnect now.
Bye.
Bye 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 bye.
Thanks for listening.
I'm not gonna be the last to leave.